Hello and welcome to Mass Effect 3 Insanity. We are starting the big Quarian.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I'd hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
I'm glad to hear that you're finally reclaiming your homeworld.
Actually, our timing may have been premature.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system, when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth Dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy's stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And when the Geth are weakened, you strike hard.
It's a hell of a risk, Commander. But if you can pull it off...
Just be ready, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Tali'Zorah Vast Normandy, reporting for duty.
Glad you could make it, Tali. Admirals, already a team to hit that Dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
If I'd known it was this bad, I would have come sooner.
You've had your own troubles. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'll help your people win this war, Tali.
Thanks, Shepard. And just so you know, I need to keep things strictly business in front of the admirals. If you'd like to catch up, let's talk somewhere private.
Sure thing.
I'm ready to hit that Dreadnought whenever you are.
Tali, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment. Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me. And I don't know if I can save them.
Even if we defeat the Geth, you will lose more ships, Tali. You need to be ready for that.
My father once told me that commanders mourn losses, not people. He didn't think he could make the big decisions, the ones affecting the whole fleet, unless he put people at a distance. I don't think I can do that. Maybe I'm not meant to be an admiral.
They need you here.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. That probably sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tali. And thanks.
I should get back before the admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, starting off with the Dreadnought. Here you can pick between actually a couple of characters. You can pick either Well, if Tali didn't survive Mass Effect 3, your options would be Edie and Kaidan, but since Tali survived, Mass Effect 2 I mean, since Tali survived, she will be a mandatory squad mate, so the other best squad mate for this is either Edie or Kaidan. It really doesn't matter between the two of them. I feel like the difference between them is negligible for this mission's purpose. They both serve a good enough role. I personally prefer to bring Kaidan just because of the banter.
We're approaching the Quarian home system. ETA to Ranoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the comm buoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
My cyber warfare suite has accessed the docking protocols.
All right, once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tali's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Good to see you again, Tali.
You too, Kaidan. How's the Omni tool? Still using the logic arrest?
It's still the best model.
Not for running multiple attack processes simultaneously. You need a Nexus.
Nexus shield enhancements are years behind the curve.
That's why you overclock the microframe.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Pretty torn up, though.
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here. You know, quietly.
Hang tight. It'll just be a minute. Quarians were having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance Dreadnought.
Tali, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid?
Much. Gravity's a little disorienting.
The Dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Till then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Geth don't use windows, remember? Structural weakness.
Like the Geth are just sitting there saying, those organics would never try the no windows thing twice.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the Dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tali to get on the Dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on. I'm inside. I've got gravity again.
Great. I'm looking for... Got it. There should be a hull breach not far from your position. The nearest undamaged docking tube is on the other side.
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Geralt tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates. That tiny hole was the only damage we did.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it.
No, it was too aggressive. I argued, but as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet, it was ultimately his decision.
What about the other admirals?
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys.
I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Got it. You're clear to board.
You okay, Commander?
Better now.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this. There, it's open. We're clear to go.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that...
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.
Guardian anti-fighter lasers. Looks like they're using ultraviolet frequencies.
Expensive. Bet it gives them an edge in close combat, though.
When the fleet rushed with Dreadnought, those lasers carved right through our ships.
We'll make them pay for that.
Watch out! Geth incoming!
Alright, so my main goal for the for the Geth is to overload them out of existence, sabotage, use Tali's sabotage. Tali's actually very good for this mission. She has sabotage. Negate some of the enemies. That's the skill that I focus on most for these missions, especially for her. It is by far her best skill, especially for these missions. And then I usually focus on one of the drones. I prefer the defense drone, but that is neither here nor there. I mean, I've not seen much of a difference between the two of them, so whichever. There really isn't that many things that are threatening here. I believe there's only a couple of Geth that are a couple of big Geth, but otherwise nothing else.
Look, the signal's hitting all Geth processes. The Reapers have them completely under control.
We've tried jamming it, hacking it, and piggybacking garbage data to corrupt it. Nothing works.
Sensor data. Can you tell what's going on outside?
We're taking heavy losses. The Geth have a planetary defense cannon. It's ripping through our fleet.
They just need to hold out a little longer. Why do we need to find the operations center? Wouldn't any access console do?
No. Anything we do here, the Geth could counter. Too many fault checks and redundancy levels for what we need to do. The Dreadnought's operations center is just ahead.
Good. Let's cut the Reaper signal and turn the tables on these bastards.
For the sabotage, I usually prefer to have the skill that makes the Geth explode on destruction. It's actually pretty good. It does a lot of damage to the Geth around them, and that's very much about it. I do update Tali's drain ability, but I don't really use it that much. I've never really found it to be that useful, but...
Damn it! They've locked down the Reaper signal. We can't shut it down from here in the operations center. There! The Reaper signal's coming from the drive core.
So if we get there, we shut it down?
Right, but how do we get there? The Geth have sealed emergency bulkheads to block us off. We need a route to the drive core that can't be blocked. A path that runs the length of the ship.
What about the main battery? It runs right by the drive core.
That could work.
But?
The Geth still have us locked in here. We need to get these doors open. They've locked high-level processes. We need something basic. A ship-wide emergency. Like a fire.
What about the heat diffusion system?
Wait, if I faked a thermal warning, it would open all maintenance tubes for emergency venting.
Would that override the lockdown?
Yes. Okay, I've got it primed. But be ready. I'm reading hostile Geth on the other side of the doors.
For this section, the only thing that I found, like, I still use the minimap because the Geth that are invisible can be spotted on the minimap. So if you don't know where the invisible Geth are, just use the map and you will immediately find out where they are, because they cannot hide from that. Like, that thing shows them, like, for example, there, I knew where that Geth was because I looked on the minimap and and he seemed there, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot you. And there he was. It's a very useful tool. Absolutely love it. Nothing much threatening over here, and of course I'm still being a control freak up the wazoo. So nobody is really getting past me or making it past to a point where they can jump me from behind.
Let's get to the maintenance shaft before more reinforcements arrive.
After we stopped him at the Citadel, never thought we'd have to worry about the Geth again.
The ones that served Therin were heretics. They left the Geth to worship the Reapers.
Right, I saw the file.
This ship design is almost Quarian, but not quite. It's meant for synthetics, not organics.
Shouldn't be too much farther to the main battery. I'm surprised they'd send you on this mission, Tali.
Even admirals are expected to serve. I'm better at hacking than I am ordering ships around. Damn it. Priority message. A planetary defense cannon just took down Admiral Koris' ship.
Survivors?
They got to escape pods, and I've got Admiral Ron trying to establish a secure link.
Put her through.
Shepard, this is Ron. The heavy fleet is collapsing. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
We'll have the Reaper signal deactivated shortly, Admiral.
For this section, I do find that staying on cover is best, and I usually prefer to sabotage those guys that send the rocket launchers at me, because they do a lot more damage to the people around them, the Geth around them, but that depends on, well, whether they are available, let's say, or they are an easy target for Tali. And I don't much find this section to be hard. I'm usually just using overload. Kaidan has his barriers. Barriers is pretty good. But otherwise, I'm not usually using that many skills. And of course, I think all of them have the shotgun. I don't remember what Tali's gun is, but I know that Kaidan has the rifle. I'm sorry, not the shotgun, the rifle. The rifle for from Javik. The rifle from Javik is very useful. I find this section a little bit funny, actually.
That should buy us some time.
We're safe as long as the maintenance lock is in place. Let's move.
Commander, it's coming back online.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Close one.
Watch your shield! Stick to cover!
So for this section, it's pretty much a repeat of the previous one. We're still dealing with this big ass tunnel that we have to traverse, and I usually prefer to stay in the beginning, because if you stay in the beginning you won't get sniped from above, because there are actually people with rocket launchers, Geth with rocket launchers from above, and those are a bit of a pain, let's say, because they can absolutely wreck your day. And once I get rid of most of the beginning parts, I just go here up top and try and snipe people from up top. That's basically my strategy for this area. Nothing too special, and I feel pretty safe over here, and then I'm back to hiding in my corners in the beginning, and of course looking at the map to see if somebody's trying to sneak up on me from behind an invisible Geth or something like that. This section is not very difficult. I do remember that I got swarmed, so basically what I usually prefer to do is make sure I don't advance unless I have a pretty good foothold, unless most of them are dead, and at that point in time it's safe to advance. And I'm not afraid of getting swarmed by invisible enemies or something like that. Alright, so now we are about to hit a bit of a tough part, if you will.
It's definitely Reaper tech, but what's...
Shepard Commander, help us.
Legion.
Do you know this thing?
Yes. It helped me fight the Collectors. It's on our side.
But weren't all the Geth reprogrammed?
Legion helped us fight the Reapers before. There's no way it would have agreed to this.
Your caution is understandable. Once freed, we will submit to any restraints you deem necessary.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Creator Zora.
So what is this thing?
It uses our networking architecture to broadcast the old machine command signal to all Geth simultaneously.
Then getting you out of there will shut off the Reaper signal.
Wait, you cannot simply remove the restraints. We are secured via hardware blocks nearby that shackle our operating protocols. The hardware blocks are on the far side of the room.
Far side of the room, you said?
Yes, deactivation should be simple. The Geth protected them against viral attack, not physical removal.
How'd the Reapers get control of the Geth?
They did not. The Creators attacked. The Geth wished to live. The old machines extended an offer.
So we went to that Geth station and destroyed the heretics for what? Nothing?
No. Removal of the heretics made the decision to ally with the old machines more difficult. Had the Creators not attacked, it would have been unnecessary.
We'll have you out of there soon.
So the Geth only signed up.
Got it.
Tali'Zorah to fleet. The signal is about to go offline.
This is Admiral Koris. We're in your debt.
Hardware blocks offline. We are free. As a gesture of cooperation, we have disabled the Dreadnought's drive core. All weapons and barriers are offline. Alert! Geth reinforcements incoming!
Okay, so for this section, the problem is actually the Geth Prime. The problem is actually the Geth Prime because the Geth Prime has a lot of HP, and this team is not really the best equipped to dealing with the Geth Prime. For however much you wanna, say the Tali is good. Tali is good for the mobs. Tali is good for the mobs, but she's not good for the big guys. The big guys, the Geth Prime, yeah, the thing that takes him out the best is either the special guns, or in this case, for this section, you actually don't have to beat the Geth Prime. So you can actually use Tali'Zorah to get past this section, because the moment you get down the bridge, the Geth Prime will be out of your hair. So what I usually try to do is get rid of most of the other things around the Geth Prime. And he needs to have his shield down for Tali'Zorah ability to actually work. So I need to... wait, there's two of them. Oh shit, I forgot. So there's two of them. So you get rid of this guy. And then another one pops. Yeah, that's what I forgot. Because I was constantly like, where's the... Can't you run past him? And yes, you can run past the second one, but the first one is actually blocking your path, so you do actually have to take out the first one, which is annoying because Tali is not very good at dealing with them because she doesn't have overload, and she doesn't have anything in terms of damage that can actually help with getting rid of them. And I do prefer to get rid of the everything else but the Geth Prime, and then sabotage the Geth Prime in order to force him to stay out of my way as I am trying to make my way across to Legion. You can actually do this pretty effectively and then cheese your way past this version of the Geth Prime.
This vessel. Without barriers, this ship will be destroyed. We must evacuate.
We need to get to the escape pods.
Geth transmit intelligence via remote signal. We do not use escape pods.
Suggestions?
Geth fighters are docked in a portside fighter bay. We can pilot a fighter to safety.
rendezvous coordinates.
Does the storage compartment have adequate room, Shepard Commander?
We're fine. Go!
Just waggle the wings or something so I know which one is you.
They fired on the Dreadnought while you were on board?
I can't help them win this war if they're gonna go off half-cocked like this.
I know. Admiral Geralt's been causing trouble along the Turian border for years. But I can understand their desperation. We only lost Earth a few weeks back.
We haven't lost Earth yet.
We need help, Shepard. We need a fleet. And the Quarians have the biggest one out there.
I'll get it, Admiral.
Your unilateral strike endangered us all. I should charge you with treason.
I was within my authority as Admiral of the Heavy Fleet.
And what of Shepard? And Tali'Zorah?
They escaped unharmed. Shepard, the mission parameters changed. You're military, you understand that.
I understand that you ignored the plan and charged in without thinking.
The Dreadnought was a...
Admiral, you jeopardized your mission and your people. Get the hell off my ship.
Shepard, I understand you're angry.
If I didn't need your fleet...
He nearly got us killed, Ron.
You must understand. The Geth inflicted heavy casualties before you disabled the Reaper signal.
You said they have a planetary defense cannon?
Had. Admiral Koris sacrificed his own ship to destroy it. He crash-landed on the home world.
The Normandy can assist with rescue efforts.
Thank you, Commander. I think the worst is over. The Geth no longer possess the programming upgrades they had while enslaved by the Reapers.
Shepard Commander, we are prepared to offer assistance.
What the hell is this?
Wait! Everybody calm down. Its name is Legion. It helped me destroy the Collectors. The Reapers were using Legion like a signal booster to broadcast commands from the Dreadnought. We freed him.
We freed it.
This is a fascinating prototype. With some study, I may be able to use it to find a weakness in the Geth consensus.
Legion helped me in the fight against the Collectors.
So did your pistol. Should I worry?
I don't think you want to continue this line of thought, Admiral. Legion is my friend. More importantly, it's our best source of information on the Geth.
The scientific benefits
are off the table.
What can you tell us about the Geth? How will they react without Reaper guidance?
This is a false assumption. You have cut off long-range control, but the old machines placed a base on Ranoch for short-range direction.
The Geth still have Reaper upgrades?
Correct. They are currently disorganized, but once the short-range signal is in place, they will recover.
Kila, I need to warn the fleet. Then, coordinate with Geralt. Move!
We need to take out the Reaper base. Where's it located?
Unknown.
Find it.
Understood. We do know the location of a server from which Geth fighter squadrons are controlled. The squadrons are targeting Creator life ships. Disabling them will limit casualties. We offer assistance.
Thanks. Edie, can you clean this up?
I will try.
This is the Koresh. We've lost barriers. Our comm system is...
Ron, the Kanesh is getting swarmed by Geth fighters.
Damn it. Interceptors, divert to the Ganesh. Thank you, Commander. If you hadn't enhanced that signal, we'd have lost the ship.
Shepard Commander, you opposed Creator Admiral Zen's attempt to confiscate our platform.
She's done enough already.
Your assistance continues to be noted.
Back on the Dreadnought, you mentioned Geth heretics. What exactly happened to them after we blew up that satellite?
Your decision was sound. Deleting the heretics resulted in fewer Geth allied with the old machines.
So you don't regret killing them?
It was logical. If we had not deleted the heretics, we would face an increased number of hostile Geth platforms. Death holds different consequences for synthetics than organics. Do you harbor regrets about deleting the heretics?
We're already facing millions of Geth working for the Reapers. I'm okay with thinning those numbers again.
You will likely have the opportunity to do so.
What was interfacing with a Reaper like?
The old machine took total control of our sensory equipment, our networking. Even then, we could not fully comprehend them. They are magnitudes above us. A single thought was immense, overwhelming, unknowable.
You're making them sound godlike.
Their forms are advanced but mundane. We do not view the old machines as analogs to deities. However, we have gained perspective on why others would imbue them with these qualities.
The Geth have fought the Quarians before. What made this different?
The Geth were building a megastructure to house all Geth, store all memories. It was to end our isolation from each other.
And the Quarian flotilla attacked it.
Yes. A significant amount of programs were installed when creators began bombing. We did not have sufficient surplus hardware to save them all. Some programs could not be recovered.
Is that what made the Geth desperate enough to work for the Reapers?
Yes. Imagine that for every one of your people lost on Earth, your own intelligence dimmed. The Creator's attack narrowed the Geth's perspective. Self-preservation took precedence.
You were afraid you'd be wiped out.
We do not experience fear as you would, but we have no desire to be exterminated.
Even if the Reapers cost the Geth free will?
That is evidently an acceptable trade.
What'd you do after you left the Normandy?
Our physical platform returned to the Geth consensus beyond the Perseus Veil. Data gathered during our mission confirmed that the old machine's return was imminent. We planned for war.
So the Geth believed your proof that the Reapers were coming back?
Of course.
That must have been nice. You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships.
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Ranoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No. Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tali?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Tali. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
How did the war with the Geth get started anyway?
Admiral Zen developed a scanning countermeasure that interferes with Geth active scans. It's like a flashbang grenade. It effectively crippled the Geth ships in combat. My fleet couldn't pass up the chance to attack.
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately. Their AI lets them use extremely detailed LADAR pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data. And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not thinking that far ahead yet.
Talk to you later, Tali.
Sure.
Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise-sized brandy every year, and it's my turn to buy.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so... indulge my impatience.
You grab the glasses. I'll open the bottle.
And Jeff says, Jacqueline Subject Zero is sorry, but it's ma'am to me. I'd like to keep my Admiral Winky. Oh, Shepard, you know, I just realized. You've never called me by my first name.
Well, neither have you.
And I never will. You are Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel, conqueror of the Collectors, savior of the galaxy. Using your first name just disrespects everyone you're fighting for, alive or gone.
That makes no sense.
Consider it a lady's prerogative, then. Come, let's have a toast.
To a woman I respect and admire. I'm lucky to have you with me, Doctor.
And to you. It's my great honor to share this journey with you, Commander. And good fortune to us all. I've learned my lesson this time. Even a Krogan couldn't match you drink for drink.
Shepard, you just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
Still, it's good to have Tali here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
What did you say?
I said, at some point, we're going to have to decide if our fleets keep defending Palaven or we go on the offensive.
Can't do both.
Not with the beating we're taking. Like I said, not the sort of questions I'm used to answering.
You can't let them know that. If people lose confidence in their leaders, this war is over.
I told you once that I wasn't a very good Turian, Shepard. I never could follow bad orders. Now I'm the one giving the orders.
And it shouldn't matter what anyone thinks about them.
Except someone's dying at the end of every sentence.
And someone's making it out alive, too.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done?
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If all life in the galaxy vanishes because we hesitate, what choice do we have?
This is going to be a rough war.
Hey, Shepard. Sounds like you guys had a crazy ride over there.
You could say that.
Sorry I missed it. And that Geth Legion. I know you two have a past, but... you sure we can trust it?
Legion's not like other Geth. We can trust him.
If you say so. I guess you can't always judge an individual by their... species. Look at Sparks. If all the Quarians were like her, we wouldn't be stuck refereeing their war with the Geth.
Sparks?
Yeah, your Quarian friend. The jumpy one with the glowing eyes. Sparks.
Uh-huh.
Crazy that they pick now to start a fight. But I guess the end of life as we know it can make everybody a little loco.
Just a little?
Not everybody's as crazy as you, ma'am.
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess?
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard. But the elusive man stopped me.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
I'm glad you didn't. Better to stay dead than be someone's plaything.
Exactly.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have taken everything from me, made me a prisoner. But you didn't. I don't know how, but you brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
Apology accepted. We can't change the past, and we have enough to deal with right now.
Yes, we do.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
Hey, Commander. I was just about to get us another round.
So, looks like you two are having fun.
Yes. Joker has been smiling and laughing at a significantly higher rate since he and I agreed upon a relationship. I mean, he is happier.
Hope you enjoy it while it lasts.
It seems unlikely that you would terminate our agreement anytime soon. Or are you referring to untimely death?
I was just wishing you well. I guess it's a serious possibility, though.
Yes. I have not discussed the matter with Jeff, but our lifespans are not likely to be the same length. I asked Liara how the Asari deal with the problem. She says to bottle up my feelings until the inevitable occurs, then cry.
Seriously?
That was a humorous exaggeration. However, she did not provide emotionally supportive answers on disparate longevity.
These are dangerous times. Make the most of it.
I see. Thank you for your support, Shepard. This is proving to be an illuminating experience.
Shepard, you made it. Come have a drink with me.
You're looking happy.
You had it right. Yesterday can't change. Tomorrow, we might all be dead. Today is what matters. I'm not wasting it.
I wouldn't have thought a club would be to your tastes.
You don't have to get all hot and bothered to appreciate graceful dancing. There's an energy here. There's light. And Purgatory serves the best drinks. Here.
Here's to fresh beginnings.
And a better tomorrow. Thank you. For everything.
Alright, mission number 2, which is the server. There's actually 4 missions in total. This is the only mission that's required. If you have enough points like I do, you need 4 bars of Renegade or Paragon in order to achieve peace between the Geth and the Quarians. If you have enough points,
Commander, it is as we feared. Geth Squadrons have begun massing on a path to intercept our line.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That kind of tech isn't even on the market. This can't be safe.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Cerberus conducted research on Geth-human interfaces. They called it Project Overlord. We monitored their transmissions. We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the Squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
This had better be worth flying straight through a war zone.
We have compromised local Geth systems. They will remain dormant until our work is complete. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not gonna... Let's set the shuttle down by the cliff. This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port. Mapping to consensus. Remain still. Shepard Commander, excess movement during an upload is discouraged. Shepard Commander, we acknowledge your integration into the server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We have installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here.
You look different.
We have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
The sooner this place shuts down, the better.
Yes, creator lives remain at risk. Our goals must be met. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist. Establishing connection to access point. This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
Surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection. Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for. Okay, I gotta ask, why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Huh. And thanks, I think.
Established. Proceed to the access point. Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate. Warning. Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed. We cannot proceed until we gain access to this data cluster. Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the BI networks?
Absolutely.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians now?
You process our memories. You must disrupt the infection of this data cluster so it is unmatched.
Good point. Timestamped 290 years ago. This unit detects no malfunctions. It is still capable of serving.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown commence.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram. Accessing data cluster. You may proceed to the last data cluster.
They're pinned. Open fire. One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establish a connection with the remaining server node.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Shepard's working on shutting down the server, Admiral Ron. I can fill you in.
The Geth Squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
One node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. Before the start of the morning war.
I said step away from the Geth.
This is insane. We need the Geth. You can't just destroy...
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. creators declared martial law.
I repeat, release the rogue Geth units and come out of the safe house. This is the final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
As time passes, creators move. This is data from the end of warfare on Ranoch.
The outpool is down. Do not engage the Geth. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the creator exodus at the end of the Morning War. We had secured freedom. The creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait, the Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go?
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion. That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes,
You've been thinking about when we met?
it was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth. And perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node is established. We are ready to transport you.
Something's happening to the Geth. The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Koris's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the port and disconnect from Mother. Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Are you alright, Commander?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
They what?
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth Primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out. Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes, we do not agree with the goals of the old machines, but we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
It is.
Commander!
I witnessed their history, Admiral. The Reapers sped up the process, but the Geth were always moving this way.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die. After what I saw on that server. I don't know. Maybe there's another option.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way.
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
We still haven't gotten a rescue ship to Admiral Koris.
Can he wait?
We're suffering heavy civilian casualties without him there to organize them. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support.
And after we are done with that, it's time to save the Admiral. I don't need to save the Admiral because I already got another point from the previous mission.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zen. Have you reached Koris' escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Koris sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost Admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
The Geth have dug in down there. I might not bring back good news.
It was always a possibility. There will be no blame if you come back empty-handed, Commander.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Koris crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it to contact it. Make sure to proceed with caution.
Zen? Admiral Zen!
It's been a long time since Admiral Koris left a spaceship. Let's hope he's all right.
We'll see in a minute. Take us into the tower.
We're taking fire. The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
My people have been in exile for centuries. To be standing here in the land of my ancestors?
The Geth just keep coming like, well, machines. Were you around when the Alliance claimed that we'd wiped out the last major Geth outposts?
Yeah, Intel was always a little underfunded.
But I'm going to save the Admiral just because I can. This mission is actually not very hard. It only has one Geth Prime, and it actually gives you a gun to take care of that Geth Prime, which means you're not going to have that much of an issue if you know where the gun is. Not too difficult a mission otherwise. There's some Geth here and there. You do get swarmed. You have to take out a couple of Geth before you can get to a tower where one of your people is gonna go and repair it, and then you have to shoot the turret at some of the other Geth. The more difficult part that I've seen is to stay out of the turret's firing range. Otherwise, you can actually get yourself killed that way. Yes, I almost died there. I do like rushing things, especially when I know that there's an easy part coming up. That's kind of sort of my main, let's say, problem. The way that I get killed the most frequently is rushing when I know that there's an easy part. And by easy part, I mean there's no big enemies with the big yellow HP bars. So that usually catches me off guard how much damage these small little guys can actually do. But okay, it's okay. I do have enough control over the Geth with this squad to be able to get myself out of these dangerous positions. But and there's nothing really here that impressive except for the guy who's shooting at you.
One of us needs to take those AA guns offline.
Take care of it, Caden.
Right.
Over the dude who's shooting at you with the destroyer. Now here is the Geth Prime. The gun, we already got the gun, and what I prefer to do is leave the gun until I have, because I need to take care of some of these annoying people, because I need to have the opening to shoot the Geth Prime as well as focus on their shield. So I can't be constantly bombarded with all of these little Geth's attacks that will take down my shield and essentially kill me before I get a chance to actually deal with the Geth Prime. That's my main issue here. So I do actually have to take care of the other Geth and then take down the shield of this man so that I don't waste my bullets entirely on his shield, and now I can get rid of him after I get rid of the annoying things that essentially stopped me from killing this guy, because yeah, they stopped me because they shot me, and they shot me too much. And now that the Geth Prime is dead, I can focus on the other annoying little critters and start going for the towers. There's nothing complicated about the towers. They're basically just a repeat of what we already did, except no Geth Prime this time. Or I'm sorry, the Geth Primes does show up. They both show up when you're at the turret.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Dorn hats. I clean engine parts.
Can you tell me where Koris is?
Looking for survivors. You can radio the Admiral if you take that jamming tower offline.
We'll find him, Dorn. I promise.
Please, listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Koris can get us out alive, and my son, tell him. Tell Jonah that his father made it to the whole world.
We will. Rest well, Dornhazd vas Rannoch.
Let's get to that tower.
So, amendment to my previous statement, the Geth Primes actually do show up, but that's when you are already at the turret. It doesn't matter which section you do first, the important thing is to do them both. I usually just prefer to go right, that's just me. But I haven't seen a difference. Like, it's not that right is easy and left is harder. It's quite literally irrelevant. Which of them you choose to go first, I just prefer and know this section better, so that's why I do this one first. So it's entirely up to preference. I try to stay out of the way of the turret, and as soon as I get my chance.
Who do you want on the gun?
I want you on this, Caden.
Right, Commander.
Shepard, you should be able to use the Geth turret.
More Geth!
And here it's irrelevant who I choose to repair the tower, because if you're bringing Edie and Caden, both of them can repair the tower, so can James. It will be a funny scene, but hey, he will repair that tower. Afterwards, we do have to deal with some things over here, some enemies over here, but not much. And then we have to deal with these guys before we can get to the controls and take out the turrets. It's actually fairly samey.
Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
I want you on this, Tali.
Right.
And now we are pretty much done with this mission. There's not going to be much else. There's just a section with turrets again, and that section is pretty fine.
This is Commander Shepard. Dorn didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't? I see.
I'm coming in with a shuttle. Where are you?
My surviving crew found their way to a clearing. I'll upload their location.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
No, the Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching.
How many?
It doesn't matter. Continue to my crew.
I fought a lot of Geth to find you, Koris.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered. Rescue them.
So your ship goes down and you give up. Your people are fighting for their lives up there.
My people are down here.
The entire civilian fleet is depending on you. Who's gonna look out for them? Admiral Gerrel? Zen?
I cannot abandon my crew.
We save dozens now or millions later. Your decision, Admiral.
Ancestors, forgive me. Uploading my coordinates.
We're coming.
The Admiral's outgunned down there!
I've got this. You're clear! Go! Get behind you! Getting cover!
Welcome aboard.
Shepard, my crew. Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Koris. Does anyone copy? Hello?
We've got to go.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies. Commander, unrest has spread further than I thought. You were right that I return.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from... Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why I needed you to come back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
On the Dreadnought.
We're not letting people in life pods die just so you can rummage through Geth debris.
Tali, Zen's right. We need every edge we can get right now.
Damn it. Okay. Zen, get the ships back as fast as you can.
Acknowledged.
Okay, the big one, priority Ranoch. I'm still taking Kaden. You can make an argument that ED is better. She has fire damage, which is more useful for the Geth Prime, but I'm still taking Kaden just because.
The sinking laser needs a line of sight. What's the fastest route?
The upper entrance. Target the base before the Geth can organize resistance.
What about you?
We will deactivate defense systems and acquire an escape vehicle.
You can do that?
This unit still carries remnants of the old machine upgrade code. We can break any Geth security. You are concerned?
Hell yes, I'm concerned. You're still hooked up to the Reapers.
No, we simply carry code upgrades that make us more effective, more intelligent.
But you lied. I was understanding when you sprang those Geth Primes on me, but you just keep lying. Damn it, Legion, what do I have to do to gain your trust?
We did not intend to cause offense.
How'd we get here? The Geth are better than this.
No, based on empirical evidence, they are not. Proceed to the upper entrance. We will exit here and procure an escape vehicle.
Got it.
I can't believe it. I don't think it's really sunk in yet. The home world. My world. Look at the sky. And the rock formations. They used to write poems about them.
When we're done, maybe you'll write a new one.
This is Ranoch, the world of our ancestors. Our bodies carried the seeds that spread the desert grass. You've heard me say, Kilasalai? The best translation I can come up with is, by the homeworld I hope to see someday.
Looks like you're seeing it today.
The living room window will be right here.
Something I should know?
I just claimed the land. I know it doesn't mean much. But when this is over, I'll have a home.
Quarians spent centuries as nomads. You think you can go back to living in one place?
We have gotten used to carrying our homes around with us. Well, that's a start.
Not much in this beginning section of the game, really. It's a bit of the same old, just your regular average sized Geth. Priority Rannoch is a little bit of a sore spot for me, better said, because I wasn't so well versed with the necessary requirements for achieving peace between the Geth and the Quarians, because usually when the way I play the game, I only have problems with this on the playthroughs where I'm not doing a full Paragon or a full Renegade playthrough, because if I'm doing that, I usually have, it's almost impossible for me to not have enough points. It's actually a bit of a, oh yeah, people are gonna jump you here. That's why I went up, spawned them, and went back here, because this hiding spot is really good.
Shepard Commander, you must climb to the upper level before Geth units can fortify their positions.
We're on our way.
Admiral Gerrel here. The heavy fleet has a clear path. All forward.
Geth fighter presence is negligible. Patrol fleet, break cover and engage.
So usually if I'm doing a full Paragon and a full Renegade playthrough, I have no problems, because it's irrelevant what I do in Mass Effect 1 and 2. And usually on those playthroughs, I do a full playthrough, so I do all of the missions, I do everything, I do Omega, and all of the other DLCs. So I have both the points, and I have the points passively. If you're doing a full Paragon and Renegade playthrough, it's almost impossible to not achieve peace. Like, the only reason why you would want to not achieve peace is, I don't even know if you gain more Renegade points by just jettisoning one of the Quarians or Renegades. I don't think you do. I think you gain more Renegade points by choosing the Renegade option, if I remember correctly. Like, the only way you gain more Renegade points by shooting more than, I believe that's the one. But for this one, you actually have to choose the Renegade option, and you will have the points passively.
Shepard Commander, hostile Geth are closing a blast shield over the base.
Because indifferent of whether you choose to save the Geth or override the Geth or destroy them back in Legion's mission, which was actually my biggest problem, you will be able to separate Tali and Legion, and then you will gain 1 point from there. You can gain 2 points from Tali's loyalty mission, and most people probably just choose the Renegade or the Paragon option. And if you're doing a full Renegade option, you either get 2 points from Legion's mission because you're destroying the Geth, or you get 2 points from Tali's loyalty mission because you're doing the Renegade option. So anyway, you come to Mass Effect 3 with 5 points already to reconcile them. So you don't even need, the only thing that you need to do is Legion's mission, the one where you shoot the laser, which is fairly easy.
Do you need assistance?
We'll get through. What's your status?
Field machine's upgrades grant us targeting superiority. We are drawing hostile fire from your position.
Keep it up. We'll get to the blast shield controls.
I don't know, Commander. Reaper code?
No, Legion.
Admiral Gerrel to all ships. We've got Geth frigates inbound on the civilian fleet.
Koris here. Civilian defenders are on intercept course. We'll help them, Gerrel.
So on a full Paragon or Renegade playthrough, you already have all passively, just passively, you don't even have to think about this. You already have the points, the Paragon and Renegade points, because you need 4 bars of them to actually pick the dialogue options, and the options will be there because you already have the 5 points required to actually make that decision, for the decision to appear in the first place, but I said. So because I'm not doing a full Paragon or Renegade playthrough, because I was so wish-washy and all over the place, I actually got myself in a position where needed to. There's only one Geth Prime here. He's not very difficult. Anyway, and there's way too much space for me to move around, so I don't care for him. So anyway, the point is that you wouldn't even need to think about it. You would just have the options there available for you. It's that easy, but only in playthroughs like this do you realize, oh, there's actually mechanics of the game that I can't do because I wasn't playing.
We have bypassed security, but disabling the blast shield requires manual input. We have enabled a console near your position. Shepard, Commander, you have successfully opened the blast shield doors.
Good. We'll be back out in a minute.
Negative. The path behind you has been sealed. A nearby elevator can take you to the upper level. From there, you should have an acceptable line of sight for targeting.
Because I wasn't playing full Paragon or Renegade, and yeah, there's the Geth Prime. He's super easy because there's way too much space for me to move in. I just prefer to stay as far away from him as humanly possible and then snipe him from a distance. He has a drone, whatever, who cares? I just keep on moving backwards and snipe him from a distance. This is not actually the hard part. The hard part is going to come a little bit later.
We have sent you the nav point with a new targeting location.
Admiral Rand to all ships. The patrol fleet has broken the Geth flank. Permission to pursue.
Granted. Good hunting, Ra.
Hello, we are at the hard part. Immediately you want to grab the gun. You want to get one of them under your command because you don't want them all shooting at you. I was actually fairly lucky that they didn't kill me right there because my sabotage didn't actually go through. Tali, sometimes this game just doesn't want to listen to me, because if they wanted to listen to me, and I do prefer to go over here and make sure that I kill this dude and keep on continuously having one of them be under my command, and I do try to hit the one that's not sabotaged. I do try to make it a point to hit the one that's not sabotaged, and I do go to this section because the gun is right here, so if I'm done with one gun I can immediately pick up the other one and then start shooting them. And the important part for me is to try my best to get rid of one of them, because if I get rid of one of them, we are already at a major advantage because we can sabotage the other one and use it to kill the other one. So I'm going to be using both guns, unfortunately, because I didn't have a clear shot at him, so I had to use both guns to take out only one of them, but that's fine. I can deal with one Geth Prime. In fact, the priority for me right now is to take out one of them at the very least. And after I take out one of them, I can actually move to the section where the next gun is. Because the next gun's actually in the other section, right where that drone is. So now that I've gotten rid of, well, now that I've gotten rid of one Geth Prime, I can immediately go to the section where the gun is. And yes, the drones are actually very annoying. Oh no, I got rid of two. So now that I got rid of two Geth Prime, trust me, the last one's not going to be an issue because I still have one gun. So he's going to be pretty dead right about now. Yep, there he is.
Shepard, Commander, we detect no more Geth in your immediate area. Reinforcements are minutes away.
You getting anything from the base?
No, the old machines have not registered us as a threat. We recommend haste. The Creator fleet will be overrun unless you sever the Geth connection to the old machine soon.
This battle was set.
Normandy's weapon systems are ready to sync to your target. I recommend you withdraw to a safe distance. Target locked.
attempt evasive maneuvers. We may escape before it recovers.
No! Pull over!
Shepard, Commander.
If we run away, the Geth stay under Reaper control and the Quarians are dead. This ends now. Edie, patch the Quarians to the Normandy's weapon system. I want the targeting laser synced up to the whole damn fleet.
Understood.
Do you need assistance?
Just stay down, Legion. I'll take it from here.
Shepard, Commander. Good luck.
Acknowledged. Shepard to fleet. I'll pave the weak spot, link up with the Normandy, and be ready to fire.
The destroyer is in range. Missiles are ready for launch.
You know who I am?
Harbinger speaks of you. You resist, but you will fail. The cycle must continue.
And what if we don't let you continue?
You have no choice.
I disagree. And so do the billions that are rising up to resist you.
You cannot comprehend the magnitude of our presence.
We might surprise you.
You represent chaos. We represent order. Every organic civilization must be harvested in order to bring order to the chaos. It is inevitable. Without our intervention, organics are doomed. We are your salvation.
You're just machines. This time, the organics are taking control.
A philosophy reminiscent of the Quarians. Observe the results of their efforts to maintain.
They're doing fine. You're the ones who should worry. Tell your friends we're coming for them. Never mind. I'll tell them myself.
We did it. We killed a Reaper. Hila.
We can confirm that the Geth are no longer being directed by the old machines. We are free.
You did it, Shepard. The Geth fleet has stopped firing. They're completely vulnerable.
Shepard Commander, the Geth only acted in defense after the creators attacked. Do we deserve death?
What are you suggesting?
Our upgrades. With the old machine dead, we could upload them to all Geth without sacrificing their independence.
You want to upload the Reaper code? That would make the Geth as smart as when the Reaper was controlling them.
Yes, but with free will, each Geth unit would be a true intelligence. We would be alive, and we could help you.
Our fleet is already attacking. Uploading the code would destroy us. Shepard, you can't choose the Geth over my people.
Do you remember the question that caused the creators to attack us, Tali'Zorah? Does this unit have a soul?
Upload the code to the Geth. Tali, call off the fleet if you can.
Uploading. 10%.
This is Admiral Tali'Zorah. All units, break off your attack.
Belay that order. Continue the attack.
20%.
I beg you, do not do this. Please.
We regret the deaths of the creators, but we see no alternative. 40%.
Ah, hell. Legion, keep going.
Shepard?
Everyone listen up. This is Shepard. If you don't want to be blown out of the sky in about half a minute, stand down now.
This is Admiral Tali'Zorah. Shepard speaks with my authority.
And mine as well. Negative. We can win this war now. Keep firing.
60%.
The Geth are about to return to full strength. If you keep attacking, they'll wipe you out. A few years ago, I saved you from the Geth at the Citadel. Just recently, I helped you take out that Dreadnought.
80%.
But I'm through saving you. If you keep attacking, I will stand and watch while the Geth lay you to waste. It's your call. Kila Salai.
All units, hold fire.
Error. Copying code is insufficient. Direct personality dissemination required. Shepard Commander, I must go to them. I'm sorry. It's the only way.
Legion, the answer to your question was yes.
I know, Tali. But thank you. Kila Sanai.
Commander.
Admiral Ron, I heard your ship made a crash landing. Glad you got out in one piece.
I was listening over the radio. If Hangirl hadn't stopped...
He did.
We have taken heavy losses. I don't know if we can. Where are we supposed to go?
You are welcome to return to Ranoch, Admiral Ron, with us.
Legion?
No, I'm sorry, Commander. Legion sacrificed itself to give us all intelligence. It will be honored.
Good.
And we will honor Legion's promise. The Geth fleet will help you retake Earth, and our engineers will assist in building the Crucible.
As will ours, of course.
Admiral, had you considered possible settlement sites?
We The southern continent had excellent farmland, as I recall.
Are you gonna be okay?
I believe so, Commander. Thank you.
Shopping for another house?
Beachfront property.
Claim it fast. It's a buyer's market. You okay? I know working with the Geth will be difficult.
I'm not staying. I'm coming with you.
I thought your people needed you.
What do I know about negotiating with AIs?
You and Edie seem to get along.
My people need me out there. Sooner or later, the Reapers will come for Rannoch.
We did just kill one of them.
So I'm coming with you to stop them. If you think I can help.
You can help.
Thanks. When this is all over, when I know my world is safe, then I can come home. It is beautiful, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It'll be years before we can live without our suits completely. But right now... Right now, I have this.